Yeah, hi guys, Peter back for yet another video. This is going to be another album review today. I'm going to do Van Halen. I'm going to do the second album, Van Halen 2, the second studio album. Released March 23, 1979. Recorded between the 10th and the 16th of December 1978 and completed within a week. So that's a mighty fast recording within a week. At Sunset Sound Recorders, Hollywood, California, and clocking in at 31 minutes 36 seconds from Warner Brothers and produced by Ted Templeman. So that's just some little facts about it. I'll give you some more facts in a second. So they just come off the first album and a tour. So they're it's really happening for Van Halen. A huge first album. And they come into this album. So some more facts though now. Two singles, Dance the Night Away and Beautiful Girls. Dance the Night Away got to number 15 in the US, and Beautiful Girls, Not So Good, 84. That's the Billboard Top Hot 100, the American singles charts. The album and the Billboard made number 6. UK 23, Australia Not So Good, 68. US went 5 times platinum, 5 million copies. Yeah, so very successful. Not as successful as the first, which has done diamond status over 10 million, but still great figures by the band. This album, you get a lot of the Van Halen hard rock. You get a lot of like the first album, the party atmosphere, the party band vibe, and you get a lot of pop sensibilities. They're very good with the melodies, Van Halen. It's a great catalogue, the rough period, I feel. So there you have it. So we'll go into the songs. 10 songs. There is an instrumental on this, like there usually was with the Van Halen albums. First one, an interesting choice to start the album with a cover, You're No Good. But Linda Ronstadt was a big song for her as well. But they do a very good treatment of it. As Van Halen, I think the Van Halen do the cover songs really, really well. Another band that does it good is Metallica. They do covers really well as well. But going back to the song, a good treatment of the song, really catchy. I love it. I don't have a problem with them opening with a cover. Some people have said, why'd they open with a cover? I've heard people say that. Did a good job on it. It's not like, I like it. I think the guitar's good in it. It's got a good guitar solo. A vocal is a bit of a restrained vocal from Roth, but very good again. His voice is pretty good on this album, I feel. And so I like that. It's a good opening to the album, sets the pace nicely, and it's a very well sequenced album too, I find this one. Now, Dance the Night Away, as I said before, is the second song. Number 15 in the American charts. Very, very accessible sound. You can tell it was made to be a single. Very accessible, very poppy, very hooky, but a great song. I've got a thing for the pop hooks. I just love that sort of stuff. Very accessible, great pop rock song, terrific song, amazing song. Yeah, great song. I love Dance the Night Away. It's a terrific Van Halen track. Now they get a bit heavier for the next one. Somebody Get Me a Doctor. All right. The main riff is amazing. The main central riff. You guys, it sort of starts off and the riff comes in. And then there's a part in the song where it breaks down and the riff comes in again, and the playing is amazing. The solo, that's an excellent track. I always liked it. Nothing weak about it at all. A really solid, great Van Halen song. Next is Bottoms Up. Very good lyrically, quite clever with the lyrics in this one. If you look and read the lyrics, you'll see what I mean. It's got that drinking connotation, Bottoms Up, but it's, there's a bit of I think there's a bit of a double entendre there from the title to what they're talking about in the song. I'll just say that. Slow start, but then it gets rocking. Really good song. Out of Love Again is next. Like this one, starts off quite slowly, but no less engaging, and a good finish to the first part, the side one of the album. So that's that. So there's not really much weak stuff on here. They're sort of firing on all cylinders on this album. Now, Light Up the Sky is quite a good rocking tune. Great playing from Eddie. It highlights Eddie really well, this song. I love Light Up the Sky. It's just a tearaway track, a really great Van Halen track. Then you get about a minute long, or just under a minute, the instrumental Spanish Fly. This is Eddie with the acoustic guitar showing his chops. It's just basically him and just going through a nice fast acoustic piece, and it lends its well. It comes and it goes basically, but it fits in very well with the album, and it complements the album really well. That's what I'll say about that. Now the next song is DOA, or as David Lee Roth says in the song, Dead or Alive. Best song on the album for me. The reason why, the riff is amazing. The solo in it is amazing. Roth's really going for it vocally. It's very exciting to hear. It's heavy. It's just got everything in a song, a Van Halen song that you want. This is one of my cream of the crop Van Halen songs for me. This is a top 5 Van Halen song. It could even be higher. This is just an amazing track. I'll take it over anything on here, although, as I've already said, guys, there's a lot of amazing songs on this album. And yeah, so wonderful track. Yeah, DOA, yep. There's a line in it where the mayor came down in his pickup truck and all that. He goes, and he said, and there's another phrase, it goes, I saw a dirty-faced kid in a garbage can. Really, wacky, but wacky, but very original lyrics with great music, and all those elements, the solo and the riff and everything else, make it a really great tune. Still love it. I played the album this morning. It's just still a great slice of a hard rock. So that's my favorite song. Then you get Women in Love, back to more the pop feel again, like the Dance the Night Away style. Not as good a song though, but still pretty good. Still pretty good song. It's a bit pulled back, a bit slowed down. They sort of pulled back a bit. It's not so up front. It's sort of laid back, and he's sort of singing very casually in most of the song, you find. But it's not the best song on the album for me, but I like it. I still think it's a really decent, really good track. That's Women in Love. Now, the other single, which didn't do so well, was Beautiful Girls. This is a fun, summery type song. Beautiful Girl. You get from the title, you get what it's about. He's you get a summer vibe. I think of a summer vibe. I'm on a pool when I think of this song. The ways, or a beach or whatever. But yeah, good song, very good song to finish off the album. Really like it. So there you have it, guys. Let's see. Favorite song, as I've said, guys, have to be DOA for me. If I had to pick another two, I'd have to go Dance the Night Away. So infectious. They're all very good though. Somebody Get Me a Doctor's terrific. Least favorite, not really. No, least favorite here, the instrumental, because it's just a 1 minute thing, I guess. But that's quite well done, actually. Women in Love, but that's a good song too. So I don't want to really pick a least favorite. There you go, guys. So there you have it from me on Van Halen 2. I'm going to go back to I'm not going to do the star ratings no more. I really couldn't get used to it, but although what's the difference, might say. But I'm going to go back to the numbers. I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for Van Halen 2. I played it today. I just couldn't. I really enjoyed it when I played it again after a while. I do have the vinyl and the CD, but I just played it on Spotify just for convenience. And it's all the right buttons. Still a very fun listen, and in many ways as good as every bit as good as the first album, I would say. But they had a very high quality. The albums back in the rock period, very high quality. The only one probably that doesn't measure up, but it's still, I like a lot of it, is Dive It Down. That's what I will say, but I do like Dive It Down, quite a lot of it. Yeah, so 10 out of 10 from me for Van Halen too, guys. Yeah, it's not my favorite Van Halen album, but I rate it highly, as you can see by my score. But what do you guys think of this album? Comment, subscribe down below. Give me your favorite tracks. Where do you place it in the Van Halen, amongst other Van Halen albums? Where would you have it? And subscribe and all those things. Comment. I'll be very interested to see your comments on this album. I'd give it a 10 because I just couldn't find any flaw with it when I played it. It still translates well to me now as it did when I first heard it years and years ago. So there you have it. Comment, subscribe, all those things. I'll see you guys for another video. It won't be too far away, guys. Bye for now. Bye.